Hello, hello, you talented stars and starlets. I'm your host, Chantele Francis. I'm a certified hypnotherapist. I'm also an actor. Here along with me is my amazing co-host, Ariel. She is also a certified hypnotherapist and an actor. And we are here again. We're back with our series, Reframe. And today we are reframing. And by doing that, we're going to relax and attract opportunities in our acting career using hypnosis. So how are you doing today, Ariel? It's been a while. Tell me everything.
I'm good. I'm very good. I just submitted an audition, which is uploading as we speak, and it was a process, but I'm so glad that it's done and it's out, and I'm actually early, which is one of my goals that I had, because last time it was like right down to the hair, and I got it in early, so I'm feeling good.
Early is good. Can you tell me a little bit about it? Because, as actors, you live in BC and I live in Toronto, so the type of opportunities are a little bit different. You tend to have a lot more CW and a lot more Hallmark, and over here there tends to be, I guess, more CBC, like local content. So tell me what we're working on, and were you excited about it?
Yeah, I was excited about it. I really liked the character. It was a little role, but I feel like there was a lot of room to play and a lot of different levels, and it was for a TV show that I can't say what it was, but it wasn't CW and it wasn't Hallmark. So
Ooh,
that and I always love it when my auditions have like a beginning, middle, and end. So
that's
for senior,
great.
yeah, it was great. It was really fun to get up and start doing things after a big break, like May I
And
Nothing. Mm.
what kind of character was this, and how do you feel that you could show up in this character?
Yeah, she was a kind of she was a waitress in a diner, and so kind of country style a little bit, and she was just being treated so rudely by this woman, and so she took the brunt in the first scene, and then in the second one, she kind of got to get her little hands on an idea that she had. So it was pretty cool.
And I know you can't say what the actual project is, but is it something that's casting across Canada, or is it specific to BC?
Really good question. I think it's a show in its fourth season. It
Okay.
probably will be casting across Canada, I think. This is probably just a day, or you do really never know when it comes to these small ones. And if you make an impression and the writers like you, then who knows? I've seen it so many times
I
where
mean, it's
people
happened
are,
to me before. I went
yeah.
in. I didn't think I did a great job on the original audition, but the first audition was straight to producer director. Like I think, or maybe it was a callback. No, I think I had a callback. I'm lying. I'm lying. And so I like messed up my line, one of my lines in the callback, and like the director was there, and I was like or the producer was there, and I'm like and so but I ended up getting the role and I do the day. And then I just like my email the next week, I get the script. And like I saw that like I had another scene and I was like, oh, and then like that happened again. And I ended up having 4 episodes that started off with me not even feeling confident about my original audition. So absolutely anything is possible. So today we're talking about attracting opportunities. So how are you feeling about that? Because we work in an industry where we don't really create the time not line necessarily. We seem to be always waiting for the opportunity by, if they're putting on making a project, they're doing something, they're inviting us to an audition, and we kind of are waiting around, so to speak, or
Mhm.
creating our own work. So how do you feel just in general about the career choice that we've decided upon, and how opportunity, and attracting them can feed into our success?
Yeah, good question. I feel like it really does tie into kind of our previous episodes. There is a saying where it's work breeds work. So I definitely know what it's like to have that momentum, and then life comes around. And right now, for me, for instance, I did have some momentum last year, and I was like, I'm going to do it. And then I had some really tough personal stuff come up, and then so I wasn't able to really put myself out there in the way that I really, really wanted. And so only now am I starting to recalibrate and start writing and putting myself out there and being more comfortable and getting my auditions in early, stuff like that, where I'm able to focus in. But it's always been a thing for me, being in Vancouver, and I don't know if you feel the same in Toronto, but you look at LA and some of the other markets, and I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for, meeting more casting directors. There's a lot of little workshops there. I know that some people will send postcards, for instance, or some people will be able to go to different networking events. And I find that here, we have a limited amount of casting directors, and then so it makes it just a little bit more challenging to traditionally get out there and network. And so I think the way that it works here, or it feels, is just by building those relationships, by consistently showing up and being professional and being your best when you're, or being ready, basically, when you do have those opportunities. But it can be difficult to jump if you're not already in there, you haven't been around for a while. So finding innovative ways like creating your own content, or just getting out there, being even in Facebook groups, I know that can certainly help people, but it takes time and it takes patience. So yeah, how about you? How do you feel
Well,
about
I
it?
kind of actually feel a little bit more, I don't know if it's like hippy dippy or spiritual about it,
Mhm.
but I feel as though everything is energy, and
Mhm.
our thoughts are energies. Our thoughts create a reality around us. And sometimes I feel as though attracting opportunities is also where your mindset is as well.
Mhm.
What you think about yourself as a performer, how you think you're showing up in each casting room. If you believe that you're not getting work because you're not meeting the right people, well, I also feel that that is going to beget more not meeting enough people, so that can reinforce your thoughts and your beliefs. And so this is why I think
Mhm.
hypnotherapy is going to be really important right now,
Mhm.
is to reframe the thoughts that we have about opportunities and how lucky you are and who you think gets the role. Because if you think, oh, that girl always gets the role, she's
Mhm.
luckier than me, that is what will end up happening, just because your thoughts create the environment that it's going to be supported by the external world. And so with attracting opportunities, for me, I'm realizing that I have to have the belief and the mindset of somebody that is in the energetic field of these opportunities. And
Mhm.
that is what I really want to use hypnotherapy for, is to kind of bypass, as we talk about that critical factor of the conscious mind, and go into the subconscious to see what limiting beliefs do I actually have that is actually preventing any opportunities from coming to me, because I don't
Mhm.
believe that they exist for me. And so
Yeah.
that's kind of where I come from when I think about the opportunities that are available to me. I think everything is available to me, but I may have some limiting beliefs that is putting a little bit of a barrier up to having them in my world right now.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And I think that you're the best person to talk to about this, because you are also a manifestation coach. And so it's not hippy dippy, and it's not, it is real. But I think that coming from my own personal experience, is that, or where that is affecting me in my life of having the correct mindset, is in the downtime when I'm not having opportunities, which it happens as the industry ebbs and flows, as we all know. And so just having that mindset of being prepared when an audition comes, because there have been moments where, I'm in it, or something personal is going on, or I'm having a low moment, and I get an audition that is actually quite good. And I don't feel like I have created that mindset, which takes time as well, of just being ready, and, just cultivating all of the strength, both inside and outside, and being in class and everything, which is going to show up. So yes, in a way, I can see that where the behaviors have definitely affected me for sure. What about you? Do you feel ready every time they come, or have you kind of gotten carried away with personal projects or other stuff or different work?
I think right now, so yesterday I did a day of background. So I've been working on, just manifesting some moolah right now, which I'll talk about at the end of this pod.
Mhm,
But I really, I attracted a day to work on BG yesterday.
mhm,
And it was for a TV show that I had originally auditioned for a role in. And I liked the role. I wasn't sure if I loved the role, but like I really liked it, and it would have been an interesting thing to work on. And so I ended up attracting randomly, working on it in background. Like I was just perusing on Facebook and I saw that they were looking for some people. And I was like, well, let me do this because, like, being a union member performer, like it's pretty decent cash just to do a day on set. So I'm like, let me go do this day on set. And it's for this show.
mhm,
And it was the most disorganized, chaotic experience I've ever really been on. I think it might have been the most chaotic experience ever, actually, ever. And I was only doing PG. And I was thinking, like, oh my goodness, imagine if I had this like lead character that I would be working on in
mhm,
this environment for 8 episodes. Like, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. I would have probably thought that I was a terrible actor. Like I would have, it wouldn't have, for me, I don't think, have been a really positive experience. So
mm,
it actually allowed me to be grateful for not getting this one
mhm,
because I'm realizing like, ooh, I don't know if I would wanted to have worked on this in the end. And with the day that we had, it was like into overtime and meal penalties and all this. So it actually was a pretty lucrative day. And so I don't know if I'm answering your question, but I guess I'm not going to put as much focus and emphasis on the roles that come my way because if they're meant for me, they
mm,
will click and connect and I will book them as opposed to finding obstacles when they do come along because maybe those obstacles is because it's not meant for me to connect with it in a certain way. So if that answers what you're saying.
no, it totally does, and so, in a way, it seems like you manifested that job yesterday in order to maybe remind yourself of, you're right where you should be, and also that, um, sounds like it put you in the vibration of gratitude for where you're at, and just a loving reminder and nudge that you're on the right path.
And also, yeah, absolutely. And with the terms of gratitude, I think that every audition to have gratitude for them. So if I don't feel as though I'm in the right place, emotionally or in my life or whatnot, but still having gratitude that this opportunity has come to me, it's actually allowed me to either look at some things in my life like, oh, I don't have time. I need to maybe learn to have more space here to be able to focus on this or set up some sort of ritual with myself to get into the place where I need to be. Like it's all an opportunity because it's a reflection of where I am right now every time I get an audition and how I'm able to bring myself through this each role. So it is a
Mm,
reminder of gratitude. And I think that it's a great reminder in general when we're attracting opportunities to have gratitude for all of them because the universe is only giving to you what you're asking for. The universe is giving to you who you are and what you focus on. And so if you're focusing on being grateful for any opportunity that you receive, no matter what is going on in your life at that moment, to have that sense of gratitude for it because it's coming at the perfect time for you. You just may not know why yet.
mhm, absolutely, and then sometimes it's just a lesson of where you're at and where you need to expand and maybe create some boundaries around some behaviors or whatever is going on for you, so I think that just having that being in that appreciation is so, so powerful.
Absolutely. So is there anything that we want to clear the lens around opportunities and, kind of get rid of some of that junk or any preconceived ideas about what it's like as an actor and attracting opportunities?
For me, I think I would love to clear the lens around where I'm at, and I wanted to tie it into what I was thinking, but it has a lot to do with readiness, and just know exactly what I was saying before. Just know that the universe is not going to give you what you're not ready for or something that you can learn from. So, not being hard on myself for not doing a perfect job or not being in exact alignment. It's actually just an arrow pointing me in another direction where I can become stronger, become more grounded, and do better work and basically evolve. So that's kind of what I would like to clear. How about you?
For me, I would like to clear. I'm like always looking for not really being content necessarily with what I have in each moment, right? If I get an audition, it's kind of like if it's not exactly the perfect audition that's going to be like my favorite role that I've ever done in my entire life, it's kind of like subconsciously I would look for why it's not a great audition. And so I want to shift how I look at each audition that I get and start looking for the amazing parts about it and what with it I get to share of myself and what is fascinating or what investigation I get to have. My teacher, Angela McElroy, always says, like, where's the baby kick? It's like, oh, like something that is inside of you is alive and that what part of each role really brings something out inside of me that like gets me excited. And so instead of looking for what it's not, really going in and deeply investigating what it is, I think will
Mm.
be really helpful. Because, even like if someone asks me, oh, what are you auditioning for? I always will downplay what it is. Oh, it's just like a Hallmark film. Oh, yeah, I know. It's another Christmas movie. Oh, it is like, wait, what if it's something good? Like, why don't we pretend like it's something good? Because if we're excited about each opportunity that we have, maybe then we'll be in that energetic vibration of bringing in more opportunities that we're really excited about. So
Wow.
I want to clear the lens of not really seeing the amazingness that each opportunity that I get actually has.
Okay.
So I
Love.
wanted to take a look also at for our number one on the call sheet, and that is our guy, our Canadian guy. Who is it?
Jen.
On drum roll. I can't find his photo right now. Where'd you go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Drum roll. It is Jim Carrey.
Hey.
So Jim Carrey, I haven't heard him specifically using hypnosis as a way to do anything involved in his acting career, but he does do something that I really resonated with, and he did in his past in terms of manifestation. And I believe that in all manifestation, there is an element of hypnosis where you really are reframing your subconscious mind within how you choose to manifest. And now in Jim Carrey's case, it's a very famous story that he told is that he wrote a check for himself for $10 million for his services granted, or I can't remember exactly the wording that he said on the check, but it was for his acting work that he was going to receive this $10 million. And if I'm not mistaken, he put this $10 million check into his wallet. So every time he went to his wallet, he sees this check that he is being paid $10 million for his service as an actor comedian. And do you know what? I believe it was The Mask. He ended up getting that $10 million check made out in his name.
Right.
Now, people could be thinking that it's just lucky or whatever. They can make any sort of excuses they want as to what I don't think it is. But I feel as though he put this in his wallet and he was seeing that every day. And that subconsciously it rewired his brain and his thoughts around what was possible for him and how much money that he was worth and how much money he was willing to allow himself to be paid, that he put himself in the energetic alignment for him to be able to get that check in reality. So it's an interesting version of hypnosis, but he did, in my opinion, use hypnotherapy, hypnosis tactics in order for him to reprogram his subconscious mind for that of someone that can manifest and attract a $10 million check into his life.
Totally. Very, very powerful. I have a story about this when I heard is his story, is it in The Secret? In the movie?
It might have been.
I heard about it somewhere.
I hear it so many times, so I'm not sure exactly.
I heard about it when I was about 21 and I was just learning all about spirituality and manifesting. And I remember I did not have a strong concept of money at all at the time, but I was really curious and I wanted to experiment. So I wrote myself, which I actually still have, I wrote myself a check for, I think it was, I thought I was writing $1 million or 10 million, but I wrote 10,000. And I think I landed up getting it that year. So through a couple commercials or something like that. So for me, my little experiment worked. I wish that I have added a few more zeros, but
maybe you weren't able to handle that maybe at the time.
Yeah, totally. But for me, it was a really inspiring story. So have you tried it?
Not with a large amount of money, but it will be part of my program that's happening starting on Friday. Just saying. So I've done it with like little things for sure. One exercise that manifestors share is always putting $100 in your wallet, and so that you always know that you have money, that you are always able to take a taxi home, that you can feel safe and confident that you always have some money. So I've done things like that before. Definitely put out some intentions and get the exact same amount of money show up. So I've definitely had similar opportunities, but I don't know if I've done the $10 million one yet. I think I'm still intimidated by that one.
Well, when you do it, let me know.
I will do. So we kind of clear the lens a little bit, but let's do the cutting room floor. So what definitively do we want out of our mindset or thoughts do we want to kind of get rid of and no longer have that be part of our story in terms of how we attract opportunities?
Do you want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay, I want to put on the cutting room floor any doubt of worthiness or deservingness. I would like to release that in our session and move forward and just know that you don't have to do or be anything else other than what I am. That's good enough.
Great. Let's also put on the cutting room floor that we know what is best for us. I want to put like judgments around the work that we're getting on the cutting room floor. I find that I don't necessarily believe that there's great work out there. And so I want to put that on the cutting room floor. I definitely know that there's amazing work opportunities, amazing ways to show up and share different stories. There's so many storytellers that have profound stories that I would love to be a part of and would easily can align to. And so I want to put aside me thinking that what has been coming to me so far that I'm above, and instead attracting opportunities that are more in alignment with the kind of work that I want to do.
Okay, I love that. I'm just taking a note.
Also, I would like to, just in general, this is not necessarily put on the cutting room floor, but I would love to really be a complete magnet for so many opportunities. So I have to start turning things down. I want to be overwhelmed by opportunities, not necessarily like auditions, because I would like to be able to handle auditions easily and they're always to fit in my schedule and to be able to execute them in an amazing way. So I would like that as an intention. But I would just love the quality of auditions to be in alignment with the type of roles that I really feel would allow me to show what I'm capable of and who I am as an actor and my heart as an actor. So yes, it's more like,
Mhm.
what do I want to align with? I want to align with those types of work opportunities.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, so alignment.
And I would love to, if we're just throwing it out there, this is going to be our little magic sauce.
Yes.
I would love, I would love to work on a film. And because, in Canada, it seems as though it's mostly film and like it's mostly television opportunities that we have. And I would love to work with like an amazing director where it would be more collaborative and like it would just be like I would love to have like a real something we worked on for like 3 4 months that's like everybody's passion is in it, and all the roles are amazing, the story is amazing, aesthetically it's amazing. Like I want to be part of something that I'm really really proud of. And
Mm,
so, whatever I need to shed, get rid of, whatever beliefs that I have within me or thoughts that I have that are not serving being in alignment with a really amazing film with all the pieces
yeah.
perfectly. Yeah, I'd like to align with that.
Okay. I love it.
Anything else you want to add?
I mean, I also want all of those things. And I think probably a lot of our actors really, really want to, and you never know. I think that there's a lot of opportunities coming here all the time, and I think that what you said about just aligning and kind of just clicking into that wavelength is possible, and just being able to just release anything that was keeping you in a different lane. So leveling up in a way.
Exactly. So before we go into hypnosis, safety meetings. So do you have any?
For sure. So anybody listening, if you would like to participate in the hypno session, please just make sure you're not driving, because the sessions can be very powerful and they can also be very relaxing. So just being able to take a moment for yourself without any distractions at all. And so feel free to watch the playback and create a space where you won't be disturbed and you can just really focus inward. I think that's a really important thing to say prior to working. And then if you do, some people do like to listen to hypnosis recordings while they're puttering around the house. That's totally okay as well, but you will have a more powerful experience if you're able to focus inward. Yeah, anything from you?
I think you said it all. Definitely, definitely make sure that you're safe and able just to really take in everything that you are going to be sharing with us, because it's going to be for all of our highest and best goods, and really helping us align with those opportunities that are also for our highest and best good.
Exactly. All right. So, just everybody taking a moment and getting cozy right where you are. And you can definitely be seated or lying down. And your primary focus is just being comfortable. That's all you got to do. So, just go ahead, taking a moment. And allowing your eyes to close all the way down. Taking some deep belly breaths. And I love working with actors because we know how to breathe. We know how to use our instruments. And of course, we all forget sometimes, but you know how to come back. So just use this time as an opportunity to come back and really fill your belly and extending the exhale. Good. Taking a moment to bring your focus inward and sending some love to yourself for showing up here today, for your acting, for your performing, for your passion. And already beginning to get into that vibration of appreciation as you just allow your body to just settle into the surface beneath you. Continuing to breathe nice and easy. And taking a moment to notice how much better you already feel. So I'd like you to imagine a color that you love is forming right at the crown of your head. So really see, feel, and experience this color that you love. And we're going to work with this color to just relax you and release you and take you all the way down. So imagine that color you love is running in through the top of your head, washing over your eyes, your face, your brain, relaxing the jaw, just helping you release and let go and come into the present moment. And that beautiful color is just washing away any worry, any concern, or anything that's going on outside this very moment. And just taking it all the way down into the earth. And that color washes over your neck, smoothing out your shoulders, going over the front and the back of the heart as you let go, washing away anything that is less than beneficial to this very moment. As you continue to breathe nice and easy. And that color that you love is washing over your abdomen, just a peaceful feeling through your entire body, releasing the arms and the hands, and continuing to breathe nice and easy. Really good. And that beautiful color that you love going over your hips, your glutes, washing away anything that has been keeping you feeling tense or stuck. Moving all of that energy down into the center of the earth, over the legs. Just feeling the legs relax. All the way down to the feet. Releasing anything that is less than beneficial to this very moment. And that color once again moves from the crown of the head like a wave all the way through the body, just relaxing you and releasing you. And taking you all the way down. So in a moment, I'm going to count you down from 10 to 1. And with every descending number, it's as if you're taking a step on a beautiful, perfect staircase. And the staircase supports you. And it is comfortable and carries you all the way down. So on your next exhale, getting ready to take your first step down. Good. So 10, you're moving down. And with each step, just doubling your relaxation. 9, letting go of any energies or anything at all that's been weighing you down. So just imagining like a layer or a shedding with every step you take. 8. Keep moving. Relaxing and releasing. 7. And as we continue along, you find that all sounds other than the sound of my voice just take you deeper. So any animals or cars or vehicles are just reminders to you that all is well, and they just fade into the background and you go deeper. 6. Continuing to breathe and release. You're doing so well. 5. Maybe you'd like to feel into the velvety darkness right behind your eyelids. 4. Relaxing and releasing. 3. You're so close. Another deep breath. 2. And 1. So just finding yourself in a safe place. A place where you feel more safe, more supported, more connected than you have ever felt. So it doesn't matter where this place is. It could be somewhere out in nature, or it could be a penthouse in the city. All you know is that this place supports you and welcomes you, and maybe helps you go all the way down. So just taking a moment here to notice how your body feels in this safe place. Notice any sounds you might hear in this safe place. Perhaps there's something that you can eat or drink here in this safe place. And if so, see if you can really bring up the taste associated. This healthy, refreshing taste. And in your inner mind, just looking around and notice any colors. And because you're the boss and you're in charge, Go ahead and turn up the brightness, or maybe diffuse the focus. Or maybe you want to make an old time movie and make it black and white. Just do whatever you need to do in order to make this image even more perfect. Really good. So here in this safe place, just go ahead and notice that there is a sacred or magical place where you can sit or lie down. And what happens there in that spot is you can learn, you can release or understand or integrate anything you like on a deeper level than ever before. So not now, but when I tell you to, you're going to be in that spot. And you're already going to be noticing your mind opening up as you relax even deeper. So 3, heading there now. 2, trusting what comes. And 1. So be there now in that place of learning and integration and understanding. And you're already beginning to notice your mind opening up as you relax even deeper. Beautiful. So I'd like you to bring to mind, now that you're in this relaxed space, a recent time where you felt that you were maybe in resistance to an opportunity, or maybe it's a moment when you wish something had been different. Maybe it's an outside event, or maybe it's something that you created for yourself. It doesn't matter. There's no wrong way to do this. So really bringing up all of the details. So notice who's there, if there's anyone there. Notice how you feel. Bringing up all the felt senses. Maybe you can even bring into awareness some of the thoughts that are associated with this moment. Or maybe it's words that are said by somebody else. So bringing all of this to light and making it very real. This moment where you felt like you were in resistance to what is. Bringing up all of the details. Focusing in. Good. So I'd like you to imagine that there is a path before you, and this path is well trodden. And maybe there's different landmarks along the way, symbolic, or maybe landmarks of an interstate. And you know, just by looking at this path, that It has been a road that has been walked on many, many times, and it feels very familiar. And on the other side of this path is a very small clearing. And you can see that there is a road, but perhaps there's brush or different foliage or whatever it is, but you can see kind of the faint glimmer of this other path. And I'd like you in your mind to just identify which is the path that is associated with that sense of inner resistance for whatever opportunity is coming up for you, and which path is the one that will help you create and attract more opportunities that are in alignment with who you really are. Good. So I'd like you to, in your mind's eye, just imagine that you're able to really float up, 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 high above both paths, and really taking a moment to see all of the little things that led to that well-trodden path, all of the feelings, all of the beliefs, all of the many things that led to that path that is well trodden. And as you're floating up, 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 just taking a look at this new path, this new adventure. And when I count down from 3 to 1 and snap my fingers, I'd like you to land on the path that is perfect and right for where you want to go. Almost like you're jumping into a 3D movie. So 3 floating down now to leaving behind any old stories or anything that has been weighing you down, and relaxing even deeper. And 1. So just arriving at the path that is perfect and correct for you. The one that will move you forward as you attract new opportunities. And really seeing, feeling, and experiencing all of the sensations that are associated with walking this path. And maybe you need some tools in order to make your way through there. So if so, go ahead and just create that for yourself now. Bravely walking forward into this unknown territory. And with every step you take, every little advance, just shedding away any old beliefs, any limiting mindsets that used to keep you stuck as you move towards all of the opportunities that are waiting for you on the other side. And with each and every single step, just moving forward with gratitude and appreciation, really feeling that forward momentum as you're pulled forward, letting go of any old stories that are weighing you down, keeping you stuck, as you use anything you need in order to move towards those feelings that are in alignment with who you really are. Feeling stronger with every single step you take, every boundary you make, every thought you think, as you feel yourself pulled forward through time, taking a moment to see if there's anyone there or any familiar face. Taking a moment to see if there's any habits associated with this mindset you need to bravely pave your way forward. You go, releasing any judgments or energies that are less than beneficial, and this strength, but also this lightness as you move forwards towards your goal. So really seeing, feeling, and experiencing using all of your creative senses here. The feeling of aligning with projects or others that are perfect for you. Noticing how you feel in your body, being pulled forward by that passionate feeling as you just release and let go. Taking a few deep breaths. So good. Good. So just imagine that you're able once again to float up high above this scene all the way into the sky, floating up high and higher. Feeling that lightness just carrying you up, up, up. And looking down once again at these two paths and seeing all of the opportunity calling you forward, and seeing the old path that was keeping you stuck, and feeling that sense of appreciation and gratitude for how far you've come. Just answering that call as these opportunities just seem to come your way. So not now, but when I say so, you're going to float back down to the path that is perfect and right for you. 3, relaxing even deeper. 2, trusting your powerful subconscious mind. And 1, so going back into that path, that road that is in alignment with who you really are. And bringing up all of the senses, remembering that familiar feeling because you've been here before. being welcomed into that path that you forged for yourself as you continue to move forward. And I'd like you to imagine that maybe something from the old path comes tumbling down. Perhaps it's a boulder or a person or someone that used to keep you stuck, and imagine being able to just rise above and navigate away without being stuck or sent back. Being able to just continue forging forward, just building that powerful trust as you allow, like a magnet, all of your energy to just move forward in the direction that is in alignment with who you really are. And all of these opportunities just coming closer as you step into alignment. And imagine another boulder or a person, or maybe it's a black cloud, something that used to throw you off, used to make you feel less than who you are. And imagine yourself just navigating easily and effortlessly away from that as you move forward into your perfect alignment. Beautiful. And gently arriving at a milestone, or maybe it's your true North Star, and settling in as you are welcomed, feeling that familiar feeling once more, just really settling into the feeling of working on something or creating something that is in complete alignment with all of your passions and all of your desires. And looking back at how far you've come, feeling really proud of yourself. And any old feelings that used to keep you stuck even feel like another person or another life. It's so far away from who you really are. So magnify and amplify those feelings of worthiness and deservingness and belongingness as you just settle into this perfect opportunity, and magnify and amplify that feeling 2 more times, and magnify and amplify that feeling so much that you feel it in every single cell in your body, and that feeling just radiating into the entire room, your entire town. That beautiful sense of belongingness, almost like a cosmic alignment. So good. Beautiful. So when you're ready, just connecting to that color that you love. And imagine that color just enveloping your entire being, bringing this whole experience into all parts of who you are now. And imagining all your cells just clicking in, your mind, body, and spirit. Just remembering this truth and this experience and integrating on a deeper level than ever before. So breathing nice and easy. feeling proud of yourself and feeling excited to share this little upgrade, this leveling up, or at least the energy behind it with every single project that you embark on, every audition maybe, all of your relationships being up leveled by this knowing, this experience. Backwards in time and forwards in time. Everything, this beautiful sense of just clicking into place. This familiar feeling of just coming home. Good. So in a moment, I'm going to bring you back. And with each and every single increasing number I say, you just come back to this room, to this time, to this space. Remembering everything and feeling so strong, so aligned, so magnetic than you have ever felt. Feeling so proud of yourself for all of the work you have done here today. So 1, starting to come back now. 2, wiggling your toes and your feet. 3, moving your hands and your fingers. 4, lots of energy returning back into the body. 5, remembering everything and feeling absolutely wonderful. 6, even more energy. 7, deep belly breaths. 8, maybe you want to do a nice stretch and really reorienting your body in the room. 9, getting ready to open your eyes. Another deep belly breath, energizing the body now. And 10, opening your eyes. So good. And the word is yes.
Yes. Thank you, Ariel. That was very beautiful. My aha moment within was when looking at the 2 paths.
Yes.
They were both exactly identical and happening at the exact same time, but one was covered in kind of like soot and ashes and darkness. And so what was revealed was that all that soot and darkness was all of everybody else's ideas, beliefs, and thoughts around what my path is supposed to look like, was actually hiding all the treasures along the way. So when I was looking at the path without all the soot and everybody else's their beliefs, I was able to see all the gold tokens and all the gold coins along the paths, but they were all hidden because all I could see on the original path was everybody else's gook.
Wow.
So I was able to kind of just send all that up into the light for transmutation, because everybody else's beliefs around my path have absolutely nothing to do with me unless I let them. And so it was really fun to see that all the gold tokens and coins are all still there, as long as I look underneath everybody else's gunk. So it was cool.
That is so powerful. That is so, so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And I want to just say you are so relaxed. You are so grounded. Right? How do you feel?
Well, I realized that like I do a lot of hypnosis on other people, but I don't often get sessions for myself, other than what I give myself self-hypnosis wise, or if I listen to something. But not very often am I the recipient. So I was like, all right, let me take this for granted. I don't want to take this for granted. I want to get all I can out of it. So
you went all in, and I think that's a really important point. Is that hypnosis, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So you go as deep as you want to go. And because she's a hypnotherapist, but you've also been practicing for quite a while now. So that you can leap if you want to, because you knew that you needed it. And so it meets you where you want to meet it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. And anything else?
I mean, I thought that was pretty profound. The
Oh,
fact that
absolutely.
both paths are happening simultaneously, and so
Yeah.
how you choose to see the path is what is actually revealed to you. And with all the gunk of the other things, it's like, this is how it's supposed to be, and this is what you're supposed to do, and this is how you're supposed to go along your path. And this, like, there's so many shoulds on that other path. And I'm like, wait, I do what I want. Like, why am I on that other path of other people's intentions? Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty bold in general, and like, I do what I want. And so it was interesting to see that even though I am bold and I do what I want, that other people's and even societies, or all these collective energies, were actually what was guiding me, and it wasn't allowing me to see the real path, what was being
Mhm.
illuminated, if I didn't allow all those external pressures, judgments, thoughts, beliefs to be what actually was guiding me. So
That's so profound. And it can be really hard, because I think the world or society and cultural expectation and all of that is kind of impressed on us at a really, really young
it
age.
has nothing to do with me. It has
Has nothing to do with
absolutely nothing to do with my life.
But it's almost like being in a state of hypnosis, because when we were younger, we had these big wide open minds, and everything's kind of handed to you like an onboarding package. And so you just start to think, well, this is the way that it is. But in truth, when you're able to have a different, higher perspective and able to see, no, I don't have to be in alignment with all that muck and everything that's covering this beautiful way forward that is made for me. I can release that and make my own way, and maybe take some of the things that are working for you. But absolutely,
Well,
there's a lot that
in
we can.
terms of comparing it to an onboarding package that I'm not interested in, it's an onboarding package by people that are not successful at the path. like, like, I wouldn't accept the job from them. Like, I wouldn't want to be working with them or have them be my
Yeah.
superior. So it's taking on all these belief spheres, ideas from people and society that actually has no idea about what I am capable of doing and what is possible for me. So I revoke this onboarding package, and that
Yeah.
can now be sent up to the light for transmutation, because really, I'm interested in being magical and creating exactly what I want for myself, and knowing that I'm limitless, that anything is possible for me, that I can do whatever I choose. I do not have to be I don't have to allow my conditioning, that onboarding package, to be what I live out. I don't need to live out that plan. I'm not
Absolutely.
on that plan.
You don't, and you're so much freer. That's such a profound vision that you had. So beautiful.
So, just closing up for today, we can do our magic hour moment. Do you have any cards that you want to pull? Oop,
No.
one just popped out, and it's
Ooh.
perfect.
Oh yeah.
The world. The
The
world is from
world.
the major arcana, which is about life's major events, major changes. And the world is the very final card. It's the card of completion. It's the card of everything coming together. If you notice, all around it is like the different elements of how you learn. And so it has like books, it has like thoughts, it has ideas, it has instincts and desire, and it has I guess thoughts, ideas, intention, and there's probably one more that I'm forgetting right now. And so all of that coming together, knowledge, it kind of makes things complete when you use all your faculties to be able to cultivate uh, your own personal truth, and completing something. And so I think that this card came at this particular moment in terms of attracting opportunities for a career, is knowing that we have all that we need to in order to do just that. And that maybe with what I learned in having those two paths, is that we are already complete, we are already whole, we already have all that we need to have, but it's kind of being hidden underneath maybe some layers of the societal beliefs that was imprinted on us when we were young. And so I think this is a reminder that we've got it all, and that all is possible, and that we have the world in our fingertips, in our palm of our hand, and that we are able to walk on that path if we choose to, because it's already there for us.
Yes. Oh my goodness. How is that even possible that they always tie in without fail with every single card that you pull? It's
I
just
don't
always
know.
alignment.
It's magic hour.
It
It's
is
what it
magic.
is.
That's what it is.
Well, it was really amazing coming back and having another moment to speak more hypnosis and talk more about acting and our careers and this industry that we choose to live our lives through. And I'm just wondering if you have anything going on that you would like to share with everybody, how people can get in touch with you, if you have any programs that are starting up that you might want to share.
Yes, I do. Thank you. I'm partnering once again with Carly Fawcett. She was on our last episode, and she is a rock star acting teacher. And we're going to do another hypnosis or self-hypnosis combined with an audition style class. We did one before and it was quite successful, and it was so cool to see the actors. We did kind of a before take and then an after they had done their visualization process, tying in all of the elements that Carly teaches in her style. And so we're doing a Q&A on the 7th July at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. You can connect with me on Facebook in order to save your seat there. I'm going to answer all questions about hypnosis and how it can help acting. And then on the 9th is the actual workshop. It's a one-day workshop. And it's going to be 4 hours, and we're going to get some awesome takes that you can probably send to your agent in order to align with your perfect audition or opportunity. And so, I'm really excited to do this again. And if anybody wants to connect for one-on-ones, I'm always available, and I'm always happy to chat hypnosis or coaching or anything. I'm just happy to answer any questions. So that's me. How about you?
Amazing. I will put in the description box below a link to either your Facebook page, or just have a little bit more information in the description box so people can know what is coming up and how to get in touch with you.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. For me, and I actually have an invitation for you because it was Ariel's birthday on the 25th of June. So happy belated birthday. And so I would like to extend I'm starting a 10K in 40-day program, starting it on Friday, and it will be 40 days of really allowing us to get in alignment with manifesting that $10,000, because it's already there, right? We know that the path is already there, but we have all this gunk and stuff on top of it, what we need to kind of release so it can illuminate that path. And on that path is $10,000. So I really have kind of put together, I think it will be really amazing, but really getting us into the mindset of just aligning with $10,000 and not being worried of where that comes from, how is it going to happen, but really just starting to attract and align ourselves with these whatever opportunities, whatever it is, using this inspired action to lead us to this $10,000 in 40 days. I think people will get it in like 10 days, but it's a 40-day program because I also want to align with some of the energies of the universe. So on July 5th, it's going to be going Mars is going to be in Taurus, sorry. So Mars is the planet of action and desire, and Taurus is all about things that are beautiful, but it's the financial world. It's all about money. And so if our drives and action are being supported by the universe in taking financial action and aligning with that, I think it's the perfect time to be able to really change our subconscious programming around manifesting $10,000. And so I'm getting a group of all my favorite people together so we can manifest this all together, so we can get excited by how many thousands of dollars that we were able to align with between July 1st and August, I believe. I think it's the 15th or so. I can't remember exactly the day that it ends on. So 40 days. And so that is what is coming up. So if you guys are interested in joining me on that, it's $111 is what my the price would be, just to put your intention in there that you are willing to do the work to be able to get this manifestation and to get in alignment. And if you do not at least manifest back that $111, but you'd have to do everything that I'm suggesting, I will give you back that $111. And with that, the first thing that you get would be a session with me. It's going to be a Akashic Records session, where we will take a look at all of the living beliefs, all that's on that gunky, sooted, trodden path. And we're going to be releasing that within your Akashic Records and in Hypnosis. And then I will also be giving a 21-day hypnosis recording that you'll be able to use that will help with the programming. And then on top of that, there'll be daily videos that you'll be receiving about different things that we'll be doing to align with this money. So that is 10K in 40 days. If you want to immediately sign up, you can just register for a session, and that will be your first hypnosis session that hopefully we'll be able to do before the 1st, and then we can start you guys off on your path there. And obviously, if you want to get in touch with me, you can find me at Star Talent Coaching here on YouTube or on TikTok, Instagram, all by the same name. That's what I got going on.
Amazing. Yeah. So you're harnessing the energy of Mars. So is that a fire energy?
Mars is fire.
So powerful. I really want to do that.
Yes. So what I was saying with my birthday offer to you is that if you'd like to participate, I would take care of your $111, and you get to still participate in the whole program as a gift from me.
Oh, love. That's very generous. Thank you. Well, then, I'm doing it. So I think
Yes.
also everyone else should do it too.
Yes. And if you want to bring a friend, it could be a really great idea for us to get this collective energy of people that we love, care about. We can be sharing our synchronicities, sharing our wins, showing how much fun it is to manifest together. And so that's what I'm really excited about. I think it's going to be a really amazing 40 days. I can't wait to see what everybody manifests. And that's all we got for you today.
That's it. So that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. We'll see you guys hopefully next week. We'll have a new topic for you.
Yeah. See you next week.